Yeah, I mean, the shift. Well, as long as I mean, you're still going to be paid for that. You're still a person, you know. I mean, if you work over and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Well, let's move on because I'm clearly struggling. Trying to say, I know I've explained it a lot better. So we got to figure out what we're doing now, eh? See, I'm the heat. I'm telling you, it's the heat. It's the humidity, not the heat. Because I'm really losing the plot now.
With half an hour to go, I'd say maybe we should just throw out a couple of fertilizing contracts just to sort them through.
Oh, that's the thing. No, because I don't want to do anything but harvesting until the end of the year. And the only two we've got left is the two things that we don't have implements for. All right.
Well, the other one is you still got your spare silage bales if you wanted to try throwing those out, or you're hanging on to those for the winter.
Yeah, no, I saw them. I was actually going to look at that and see what the price is for the silage. 270. I've got to put that mod back on, the pricing mod thing. Unless I do have it on, it's just not showing up in the keys. Because there was an update for it, I think. Now, let me just find out. 2 seconds. Ooh, COVID's getting ever closer to my little part of the world. Slowly working its way down the island. Apparently, but that's not what I was here for. That's it. Yep, perfect. Brilliant. All right. Oh, it's not giving me the buttons to use. Left Alt O. Oh, I have got it on. Well, there you go. Silage. What do you think is a good price for silage? I don't know how high it go. That's the only thing. I guess it's not.
We're currently sitting on, what was it, 7 something? 272 at the moment.
Actually, can you go into well, you know what I'll do? I can do it. Let's check what it goes up to. In here, silage. Oh, okay. Right. Fair enough. It's recalculating it now as we go through the year. Oh, I reckon about 300, perhaps, and then we'll hit it onto that for the moment. It's currently at 271. That one's on its way up, and it's normally the highest priced prices in winter, isn't it, for silage?
I would have thought so, yeah.
So, how much higher, though? That's the question. How much higher? Hello, ads. Where's the game? Here's the game. $271. Why don't I set it for 350? I'll set it for 350. And that way, when it hits that, we'll go off and sell it. Set to all-time high. $505. as the all-time high. Random joke. How do you like your milk bath pasteurized?
Going with, I don't get it.
Yeah, we'll move on. Mind you, don't worry, give it a few seconds. I'll try a joke and yeah, it'll make that seem like the funniest thing you've ever written.
Oh, things like, I thought I saw a boomerang in the distance, and then it hit me.
We'll do 485. It's the coffee. All right, so that's set to 485. So when the price gets to 485, we'll go off and sell those. So we've got nothing. So the question is now, do we sort of end early today, or should I speed through the next day and see if we get another? Or we could do baling, actually. Because baling I'm not too worried about. Let's see if we've got any baling jobs.
There was a couple down the bottom.
Field 56 and Field 91. Oh, let's have a look at 91. Why is that so big in... Oh, 91. What was the other one? 56. 56 is just down the road. 91.
91 east middle.
Yeah, I know where 91 is, just 56. Should we do yeah, we'll do 91, shall we? Let me accept that contract so we're able to do it. Because it's a good amount. Nice. Oh, hang on. I've just realised something. It goes to the warehouse. Which is fine, because we're going to have bales that are ready anyway. Oh, that might confuse a few people why I'm going, no, it's the warehouse and why I'm worried about it. For some reason, I don't know why, just at the warehouse. I think there's about 3 locations this place accepts bales. And with contracts, obviously, when you do a baling contract and you're doing silage, even with seasons, it sort of classes it as silage without needing the time to ferment like it does for seasons. But the warehouse, it classes it as grass, so we've had to wait when we've had contracts that go to the warehouse for the bales to ferment into silage. Fortunately, we've got quite a few silage bales laying around the place. So what we can do is we can do this, Field 95, and yeah, I'm getting lazy, aren't I, using auto drive, but I can actually, it's handy when you're streaming because you can do other bits and pieces while that's taking us there. Yeah, so we can do this field and bale it up, and then we can take the bales over to ferment and then send some of the silage ones we've got over, so we don't have to wait for them to get the money. We can get the money straight away, if you know what I mean. Now, what it might do, Patrio, if you're okay with it, is we can have a worker do the baling.
Yeah, I've got a auto drive running with a baler over to that field. Oh, just drove past me. I gotta love auto drive sometimes. Yeah, I've got the baler running over at the moment. I'm just grabbing the wrapper.
Oh, okay, you can do the baling. Auto drive can do the wrapping. Not auto drive, courseplay. I don't know which direction he's headed. So, yeah. Anyway, I apologise if I upset anyone with my little theory about their working and all that kind of stuff. I know I wasn't actually conveying it the way I really did. And I have done it before, so you can either go onto my YouTube channel for my past streams to figure out what I really meant by it, or we can all pretend I didn't say anything at all, and then maybe next time try it again when this conversation comes up. So we'll go off do this baling, and hopefully that'll get us quite through to the normal finishing time, and we'll carry on with it tomorrow. Now, I've got a bit of a dilemma as well. Might as well let you guys know, because it does concern the streams. Which streams? No, that all depends. Now, I had a wedding I'm supposed to go to at the beginning of next month. My brother's getting married. A sucker. He'll learn. No, he's getting married. And there's been a bit of confusion as to when and what date it is. So originally I was going to be, family always comes first, yeah. Originally I was supposed to go over the morning of the wedding, because it's in the afternoon, and stay the night and then come back the next day. That would have put a bit of a dampener, I originally thought, on one of the farming sim streams. Since then I found out it wasn't the day I thought it was on a different day, which would have put a dampener on one of the other farming stream days. And then I found out straight after that it's not that day, it's actually another day, and that's put a dampener on me being able to get there. So, the thing is, at the moment, the possibilities are, A, it's not going to affect the streams at all because I won't be able to get there, which would be a real shame because I don't know if my sister will be able to make it because she's currently in lockdown. In Auckland at the moment here in this country is been in level 3 lockdown, which means you can't go anywhere for quite a few months. And that's where she is. Have I gone past field? No, it's just up here. So, which is a bit of a shame. And it doesn't look like they'll be coming out of lockdown anytime soon. They're trying to force people to a way to get out of lockdown because the vaccination rate for COVID in this country is rather low. The other option is I could go there and spend 5 days there. It's because I've got no car and I'm relying on other people. Which means for 5 days I won't be able to stream, which one of those days I don't stream anyway. So 4 days will be missed out, which would be okay, but logistically might be impossible for me because financial reasons. Or the other option is still going there. Hopefully, we've got to find out because the person I was going to go over with got the time off and they were told the wrong day, and he's going to try and get the proper day off, but most likely won't be able to. But if they're able to, then we'll be able to go over that day of the wedding and come back the day of the wedding. It's the only way we'll work it out. So all I'm saying, just be wary. There's a possibility that I might not be streaming a day or 5 days, but I'll keep you up to date anyway. I'm rather hoping I can make it, and then I can go, obviously, being my brother. Yeah, I know family comes first before anything else, but unfortunately, location and financial situation is the problem because if I go over there, I haven't got anywhere free to stay. So coming up with the money, and the problem is because of the time of year, everywhere is expensive. So I'll be paying for 5 nights. And originally we were paying for 1 night, and I was going halves with someone, and that 1 night was $200. Divided by 2, obviously, because we were sharing it. So imagine that over 5 nights, which I definitely don't have the cash for. That's about 2/3 of what I get paid. Exactly. And of course that doesn't include food and all that as well. And how paying for the gas to get there. Because I'm on the west coast and I need to get to the east coast. So, yeah, bit of a shame. It's unfortunately been a bit of a communicational breakdown. Yeah, if I found out sooner, it could have been. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's annoying. It is annoying, but I just feel sorry for my brother, because my brother and my sister are really, really close. Really close. Oh, okay, be like that, I'll reverse up. There's a year, they're a year apart. Oh, I've made a bit of a mess for you, Patrio. But, yeah, me, my brother and sister, well, for me, I'm not as close to them because there's 10 and 11 years difference between us. So I was out of the house, not living at home for a good part of their childhood. But nevertheless, I'm still their big brother, and they still look at me as a big brother and all that kind of stuff, so which would also be a disappointment for him, and not being able to be there, definitely not being able to be there for him is a huge disappointment, on top of the fact that my sister might not be able to make it as well. Choices, yeah, unfortunately it's not though, you know, because I've got to, like most, well, life, you know, there's external factors that dictate, I suppose the choices is mine at the end of the day, but it's influenced by the situation that I can't change. Which is, as usual, money, isn't it? Because it's like anything, you want to do things, but you want to go to a different country, you need the money. You want to drive to somewhere, but you can't afford the gas because you need the money. And with my situation, it sucks, to be honest. And the attitudes and stuff, but yeah, I get given enough to live because of my situation, and don't have the luxury of being able to no, that didn't like that idea, save much. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. It was the thing, my wedding day was a really special day and everything else like that. It was one of the greatest moments. But then it was ruined.
I was like on the flip side of the coin. My oldest brothers had 2 weddings. I'm like, okay, if you go for a 3rd, I'm not coming. We already had 2.
Yeah, well, as soon as we ate the wedding cake. Isn't that what they say? The biggest destroyer of a marriage is the wedding cake, eating the wedding cake. But that was it, yeah. I mean, that's what ruined it, the divorce. Well, that's the nature of it, and some people with disabilities are lucky enough to find someone that are understanding, and no matter what or how hard it is, they stand by you and help you get through it. And there's some people that find it easier just to walk away. It's the luck of the draw. There's been a bit of a somber bloomin' theme to today's stream. Isn't it? Whose fault's that? Me, because I keep bringing up these bloomin' topics and subjects. Still cheaper than therapy. But antipersonal comfort, yeah. Sorry about that. Hang on. It's a direct north and south. What's this set to? 1 degree. That'll be why. Let's set at a 45-degree angle. Let's reset that. That's better. Don't usually drink coffee. You're not a tea person, are you? Fancy that, someone in England drinking tea. Of course. You know, the amount of British people I know that drink coffee and don't like tea, there's a lot more than people I know who are British that like tea and don't like coffee. I know that was unrealistic. Those people picking up a bale and moving it with one hand, because down here we use two hands when we move a bale. And I'm not even kidding. We do actually pick them up if we need to. Move them by hand.
So I have my current job picking up front load washing machines, which come out at a minimum of about 80 kilos. When I first started, that was definitely a two-man job, but these days if I want to push it, I can pick one of those up and load it into the back of a van or a car. It was like, okay, so I'm getting physically stronger, that's good, but these things aren't getting any lighter.
My grandfather helped out a friend of his to who baled up one of his fields to move the bales, and I helped him out as well. And it was us just picking the bales up, and putting them onto the flatbed. No tractors, no bale forks involved. Oh, yeah, oh, I just read that crumpets thing, and I had crumpets this week. They're nice and cheap at the moment. So I've been having crumpets for breakfast instead of old Weetabix. Well, actually alternating between the wheat Bix. I notice how instantly went to Weetabix, because I know I've got a Brit watching, but the real name's Wheat Bix. It was invented down here in this side of the world, and by damn it, we got the right to call it the proper name. Yeah, one day I've been having my wheat Bix, and the next day crumpets. Yeah, but if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a country to live in. Yeah, I haven't had crumpets for a long time, and then I saw they were on, like, really cheap, they're on special in the supermarket, and I went, oh yes, give me my crumpets. Let me cake it in butter, have it drip out down the bottom all over your hands. Crumpets and wheat bits.
I'm thinking I haven't had homemade pancakes for yonks.
I should have known that was coming from you, Yossi. Though I will point out I do have viewers from the younger generation, like in the teenage years, in the stream sometimes. Well, cleanish. Luckily, I know those ones are from America, and they wouldn't probably have no idea what that term is. You get yeah, I know. I get the same way because it's straight after the stream. I normally go and make myself dinner, so I get really a bit hungry at the moment now, Darkest. And I've got a game that tends to know that. The trucking sim games. Yeah, I've got real billboard advertising mods on the trucking game. And for some reason, round about the 4 o'clock mark towards the last hour of the stream, I always get billboards for McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and Domino's Pizza and all sorts of other bits of food stuff. Left, right and centre. Never see it before, but always see it after 4 o'clock.
Yeah, about 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock my phone likes to, hey, you can get 15% off this local restaurant through Uber Eats. Would you like to order something? No, Uber, we're fine. But come on, order something food.
The worst thing is seeing the Kentucky Fried Chicken ones, because I instantly have a hankering for Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, there's no decent junk food places near me, which is really annoying. So one bright side of my old apartment, we had everything nearby.
Fish and chips. Here we go. You do realise, Aussie, that the words you give us crap for and the way you say we say them is exactly the same as what way we think you say them. It's really bizarre. Yet we do say those words differently, but both our ideas of how we say them is exactly the same. But yeah. Thanks for the fish and chips things.
Britain can keep their, was it mush peas? Peas mush? It's like basically trying to make mashed potato out of peas. I'm like, seriously?
Mushy peas, yeah. Yeah, fish and chips. I wanted fish and chips last night. Chip bat. Is that what we call like a chip buddy, which is just a sandwich with chips on it? And a good old Waddy sauce, tomato sauce. And a pie. Oh, don't start that. Don't mention pies. I wanted a pie this week as well, but I couldn't afford it. My usual, go in and get a pie, sausage roll and a donut, cream donut.
I went to poor man's route the other day. One bag of frozen veg, the microwave safe thing for just some peas, corn and carrot, some 2-minute noodles, and then mixed up Japanese inspired yakisoba sauce. Actually quite nice. Lacking in meat though.
Yeah, no, I had a hankering for fish and chips. The problem is the takeaways up the road here. We've got 3 places up the road. A 5-minute walk for me. That do fish and chips. But one of them is better than the other. The other is a lot better, but a little more expensive, but still okay. But the mid-range one, you get a lot more chips. But their fish always tastes like really greasy. I don't think they have their vats on hot enough for the fish. What's even worse is I'm growing up. You'll love this, Darkest. I grew up on fish and chips because my grandfather and my parents, they both owned fish and chip shops. So I grew up because I don't know how they do it here. Sorry, how they do it in England. I don't know if your fish and chip shops also sell fresh fish, like a fishmonger's, but here they did. we sell fresh fish and also do fish and chips. So we had it all like the freshest fish because my grandfather owned a fishing trawler. So all the fresh fish was straight off his boat. And we had abundance of it because there was no quotas back then. And that was back in the days you actually made the chips instead of buying them pre-cooked and frozen, which is the norm now. Walnut sad now. I don't know, you probably do know, but when you say walnut sad now, all I could think was of Uncle Roger. I hope you know the reference I'm talking about. Uncle Roger sad now.
I'm just thinking about cooking show. The first one where he gained fame for the whole, was it washing the rice and starch after cooking it?
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, again, I'm no professional chef, but even that's a blasphemy.
Herschel, whatever. Said yes. Yeah. Yeah, she got a lot of crap for that, eh? Mind you, she made the most of it. Oh, I've just noticed the time. Holy moly, moly of holies. Oh, and my phone's not, well that's not handy either, hang on. I thought I would have gotten away with that end of the stream before my phone died. But no such luck. I need my phone on so I can do all my bits and pieces with these scenes and stuff like that.
Well, whilst you're taking that one, thank you very much for joining us, folks. And as he will probably reiterate, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same channel, same grass. And yeah, thank you for joining us. Links in the schedule everywhere, blah, 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 and
oh, thanks. Thanks for lowering the bar. Or putting pressure on me, one or the other. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my phone to charge up so I can bring back me the Stream Deck app so I can do all the changing and whatnots and sounds and... Oh my goodness me, you're a Samsung Galaxy and you're acting like a Windows 10 computer. Hurry up and load. Crying out loud. Reconnect.
Yeah,
Well done.
I think these days Samsung Galaxy is an Android phone pretending to try and be an iPhone, and it just doesn't do it.
No, they do, yeah. I mean, if I'd go with the iPhone if they weren't such a blooming confusing operating system compared to Android, and they may charge you for absolutely everything, including probably tapping the keys when you're doing the SMS for every letter. There's 1 cent for every letter donated to Apple. But yeah, no, you're quite right. I mean, I had the best one, their very first best one, which was the S1. That's what put them on the map. And then the S2 wasn't that good. S3 was pretty good. S4 and 5 are rubbish, and I had the 4, I think. Then they came back with the S6, which was absolutely amazing, and that's what I used to have the stream going and watch that on and check for the chat. And then I've got the S8, which was nowhere near as good. The S6 was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, so I don't know about the rest of them from that. But anyway, let me just mute Patrio. We've had enough of him for one day, for crying out loud. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who've been watching, especially Darkest Walnut, thank you for the follow, mate. Absolute pleasure having you here chatting away. Very lovely to meet you. Looking forward to you hopping on and joining us, hopefully. AM, the fact that you've been here twice in 1 week, brilliant, mate. Brilliant. We do need to catch up at some stage on Discord, but it's always great to have you here chatting away. Was there anyone else here? Was there anyone else chatting away? I don't think there was there? If there was, sorry if I've forgotten you, but hugely appreciated. Unfortunately, for some reason I can only scroll so far back and chat, and I don't know why. But yeah, we can I spell? No, because I definitely can't pronounce it. We'll be back tomorrow with this, as Patrio said, doing the grassy bit, and missing bits and pieces here, there and everywhere, and on Tuesday now, oh no, that's next week, I'm getting my weeks mixed up. On Tuesday I'm doing be back with Transocean, and that's also Thursday. Wednesday, normally my day off. I might every now and then do a stream if I feel like it, but I don't think it will be any this Wednesday. And so Tuesday and Thursday's Transocean, trying to beat old scumbag Lydia. And of course Friday and Saturday's the trucking sim competition between ETS2 and ATS. ETS2 is on the Friday, trucking sim's on ATS is on the Saturday. Currently ATS is still in the lead, but ETS has made a huge push to catch up. And then back to this next Sunday. Now, of course, those are my days. I know for some of you, you're a day behind. So head over to my schedule page. That'll give you what I'm streaming, what day for you it is, and what time it is for you, your local time, local day, and all that good stuff. A lot better than I can do it. So everyone else who's come along and watched, whether you've been and gone, still here, or watching after the fact, either on the Twitch VOD or the YouTube edits. Now, for those who don't know, if you miss a stream and want to catch up, I've given you a choice, because we all like choices, and I like giving out choices. And what I do is I take these streams and I cut them up into nice little bite-sized 35-minute episodes and put them up onto YouTube, where you can find a link for that in my About page, or you can type in !YouTube into chat. So you can have the choice if you want to catch up on the stream. You can watch a big long 3.5 hour VOD from Twitch, or you can pace yourself out with little 35-minute snippets off YouTube. Sometimes they might be a little longer. It's usually the last episode that's a little bit longer than that. But yeah, the choice is yours. You're welcome. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Now, hopefully I'll see you in the next stream. Or we, actually, because both of us will be in the next stream. So hopefully we'll see you in the next stream. If we don't, we'll see you when we do. Until then, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. And hopefully we'll see you later. Till next time, guys. Bye.